So Boosie's dropping an album. He went to Breakfast Club to have a conversation with Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy. I believe this conversation was full of contradictions. But at the same time, Boosie is funny. Boosie's hilarious. Boosie is a personality never seen before. You know, he's staying alone. He's a character that will be mesmerized forever because he's just unique in his own way of delivering his message, okay? But as far as talking about the streets, I believe he's full of contradictions. Now, here's what he had to say about T.I.
No,
we know T.I. T.I. was using some big words on your ass,
he can
too.
go, bro. Paragraphs.
Why y'all didn't call each other?
Yeah, they got each other's numbers,
This
obviously.
is too much to be. Hey. Like, he's saying his point, I'm saying my point.
Mm-hmm.
And this has to do with the fact that, you know, he went on Vlad and said that T.I. ratted if T.I. put, you know, the case on his dead cousin when he was facing, you know, I think gun charges, okay?
We finally came to a head, bro. And, because I feel he was hurt by what I said.
I'm sure. Y'all
You know,
partners. Y'all been partners for a long time. Y'all working on a TV show.
Yeah, you
an
understand.
album.
Like, y'all know each other,
That's why, like a man, I apologize. Because he was helping me with a lot of shit.
Because he was helping me with a lot of shit. Did y'all hear that, right? So here's T.I., who has admitted to telling out his mouth, right? I didn't put this in his mouth. He went on this podcast, or someone's podcast, but he was on a podcast and he said, yo, he was in a jam and he put the blame on his dead cousin. He talked to his dead cousin while the dead cousin was dead. And the dead cousin was like, cousin, put it on me. T.I. said this. So if Boosie hears this, how does Boosie say, oh, well, I guess T.I.'s a comedian, so Boosie maybe T.I. was like, but I was just joking. Boosie like, okay, then since you was joking, all right, I apologize. But he's apologizing because he said T.I. was doing a lot for him. So if somebody literally admits to telling because y'all have a close relationship and the relationship y'all have is beneficial to you, you're going to apologize for calling him out? Okay.
We was bonding. He was helping me with a lot of shit. But as a man and what I stand on, if he would have did that he said he would have did, I stand on business. And I would break that bond behind that.
He said, yeah, he said he did. He said he told on his dead cousin. He said he did that. Okay, but let's keep going.
So they think even though Thugger probably never...
So now he's about to speak about Gunna. Now let's listen.
Ran with Gunna in the streets tough like this or connected. They gonna think y'all are the closest of anything. Y'all word is stronger than anybody. So you threw him under the bus, bro. Like, you know, they ain't have to do that. Thugger a good dude, bro. Like,
have you spoke to him?
Nah, I ain't spoke to him. I speak to Lou all the time. I spoke to Lou a couple days ago. And Lucha fighting too, bro, you know.
Is there anything Thug could say about Gunna to make people look at it different? Like, he didn't snitch on me.
I don't hear. Thugger probably could come home and tell somebody else that.
Yeah.
He couldn't tell me that.
Yeah.
He couldn't tell. He can tell everybody else that. Like, I stick to the code, bro. Like, that's with anything, bro. Like.
Okay, so if you stick to the code, how you giving T.I. a pass? You saying even if Young Thug comes out and says, yo, like, Gunna is not a rat. Me and Gunna had a plan, whatever it is, you still gonna look at Gunna that he told, but you're not gonna look at T.I. that T.I. told. And this is in the same interview that Boosie's contradicting himself. Like, come on, man. Like, T.I. has the whole Crime Stoppers, like, video out in the world for everybody to see. So, you know, I mean, the whole thing about snitching is something that I think, you know, people play it to advantage. You know what I'm saying? People pick and choose. So, for me, I don't take it serious, but I like to call out the contradictions because actually it's the culture needs to know, stay out the streets. And if you're going to be in the streets, don't make crime a lifestyle, you know, because a lot of these guys, they promote crime as a lifestyle and they don't live by the code. But then the people that's in the streets that making anything. They're enforcing the code on them. Come on, man.
I stick to the code, bro. Like, that's with anything, bro. Like, you know, I talked to Ralo. Like, Ralo was my partner, bro. Like, I had a good respect for that dude, bro. Like,
he be on soon, though, from what I heard from what I read.
Shit, I don't know. Look like he talking, you know what I'm saying? So, I was looking at that shit, bro. I'm like...
Oh, no, I thought they said that wasn't... They said that wasn't true.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I just... From the situation, like I told him, bro, I fuck with you, but I can't fuck with you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you spoke to him and told him that?
Yeah, I texted him.
Damn.
DM'd him.
And what'd he say?
He said I'm looking at it the wrong way and, you know, shit like that, because that hurt me with Ralo, because, you know, I fuck with dude, bro. I told him, man, I don't know who you think you talking to, bro. But I feel like I done lost another partner.
What is
Okay. So Ralo, right, talk to the feds. Boosie don't fuck with Ralo. I guess Ralo and Gunna, they're not doing nothing that's helping Boosie. You know, Ralo's in jail. What can he do for Boosie? What if Ralo was out and putting Boosie on real estate game and Boosie was making millions? I think Boosie would find a way to fuck with Ralo because he just said T.I.'s helping him with a lot of things. You know, they was working on album and then they was working on a show too, like I think a TV show or YouTube show, whatever. They working on $1 million business, $1 million plans. So, you know, it's hard not to fuck with that person that's being perceived as a rat when they're so beneficial, profitable. But, you know, what's Gunna doing for Boosie? You know what I'm saying? Do they even know each other? And Ralo's in jail. What can Ralo do for Boosie? So it's easy to cut him off. Come on, man. It's easy to cut off people that you don't need. But let's get into the Charleston White aspect when Boosie was talking, because that's funny. That's a funny part.
So one dude said he said he's the one who got your son arrested. How do you feel about stuff like that?
Who got my son arrested?
Then he said Charleston White went on the record.
I don't know, man. I don't fuck with Charleston White. That nigga, they're Prussian. I ain't fucking with y'all. I'm keeping that nigga name out my mouth. That's a threat to my success.
Yeah.
Charleston White. He ain't hiding. Charleston White gonna get your ass locked up.
Yeah.
So, shit, I've been ducking that smoke with Charleston.
That's the part I say, yo, Boosie's so funny, bro. Like, yo, like, those honest moments of Boosie, nobody can stand tall and talk like that. You feel me? And Boosie can. And that's why he can get away with so much, bro. Because he's also very, very transparent. And I love that. I love that.
Yeah. So, shit, I've been ducking that smoke with Charles.
That's the only smoke I ever heard Boosie say he ducking.
That's some smoke you don't want, man. Hey. I ain't trying to have no man calling no DAs on and all this on me. That's real shit. If Charles the White looking now, I don't want to smoke, bro. If you watching this right now, I don't want to. You got smoke. I don't want to smoke. Nigga, I know what you used to be. I know.
And now Charleston White responds, man. Let's see what Charleston White got to say, man.
A street nigga gangster. And you done changed. Nigga, I know that. Nigga, I know. Nigga, yeah. And it really, it ain't you, my nigga. It's the street bullshit, right? So it's like I'm fucking with you, but I ain't. It's the principles and the codes and the ethics that you stand on, that we embrace to the death of us, even though we know it's wrong. The old fools. At some point we have to denounce. So yeah, nah, Boosie, man, I ain't nah, my nigga. So I just want you to know, it's never been no real smoke, my nigga. I'm out of character, nigga. This is the real Charleston talking to you. Man, I was just playing, you know, hopefully we would go get a boxing match in, and nigga, I wouldn't even go throw. Yeah, nah, man, nah, Boosie, I'm just bullshit, my nigga. I'm acting, my nigga. I'm a good acting motherfucker.
This is what I say. Charleston White's been going up Boosie's neck, I think, for months now, right? Boosie goes on Breakfast Club and Boosie's like, yo, I don't want no smoke. Hours later, Charleston White hears it and goes on live and just squash it like that. I mean, I know they was talking trash, but Charleston is squashing it too quickly for me. I think Boosie should stay away from Charleston because Charleston's trying to line him up. I think this is the strategy of a line-up nigga. Okay, so you say you don't want problem. Guess what? Let's squash it. I'm just playing a character. Now let's be cool. Now the moment y'all become cool, Charleston White start collecting information and data on Boosie, man. Boosie, run, run. This is a whole lineup, man. But it's funny to, you know, to kind of get the understanding that probably whatever they're going through, it's not gonna turn into anything violent, you know, outside of the metaverse war, you know, and that's good to, you know, to see those, you know, OGs or older guys, you know what I mean, keep it on the internet, on the metaverse, you know. But I want to hear what y'all think, you know. Y'all think Boosie is contradicting himself when it comes to, you know, how he's deciding who to fuck with and who not to fuck with when it comes to telling, snitching, or ratting?